So it's not the prettiest looking day for Nvidia stock today, guys, as the entire stock market is selling off, which we covered more in my video earlier today. We talked about a little bit unemployment claims, Jerome Powell, which again, I'm on vacation, guys, so I can't really see exactly what Jerome Powell is saying fully, but I kind of read a little bit, and well, the market is not liking what Jerome Powell is, saying, which Tom Lee is saying now the Fed shouldn't be so data dependent, yada, 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 which that kind of makes sense a little bit, but we're not going to get into that too much in this video. But as the entire market is selling off, well, Nvidia is selling off as well. So we have to do an update. Smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and get up to 20 stocks for Moo with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/Moo. And don't forget, your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1% APY. And this deal is a limited time deal as the Fed's about to cut rates, guys. And that 8.1% is going to come down. So make sure you guys use that link or go to stocksurfs.com/Moo. And let's dive right into the video. And I'm losing my freaking breath, guys, on this intro, but we're not cutting out anything. We're, shooting this off the cuff, kind of, no edits. It is what it is. Let's freaking do it, guys. So Nvidia is down all throughout the day. Like I said, we opened up at around, let's see here, guys, looks like $130 per share. And now, as the markets are close to closing, we're down to about $123, $124 per share, down over 3% on the day. And to give you guys a little bit of perspective here, the entire market, like I said, selling off. S&P's down currently about 0.7, Dow's down about 0.1, Russell down 0.5%, and the Dow's down 0.4. Same with the Russell, and the Nasdaq's leading the losses, down 1.3%. So let's break down the charts here, and honestly, this might not be a bad sign considering earnings are coming out on Wednesday for Nvidia, and arguably the stock ran up way too much heading into earnings, right? We've covered this before, from $90 all the way to $131 per share. Nvidia stock ran up 44%, give or take a little bit, right? From August 5th to this morning. So I don't want to say it's priced to perfection heading into earnings, but yeah, a lot of optimisms in the stock heading into earnings, and a little bit of a sell-off is a decent sign. Get that RSI to come down a little bit. Potentially this could be setting us up for a pop after earnings if they crush it, if guidance is strong, which I do think they will have a pretty good earnings report here, guys. So yeah, man, looks like we're selling off a bit. Earnings again are on the 28th on Wednesday after the bell, and you bet your we're going to cover them here on the channel. So again, make sure to subscribe. And on the 4-hour chart, let me pull this up and show you guys. There we go. We can see here now we're slightly pulling down towards the moving averages on this time frame, which are right around 118, 120 bucks. And honestly, that wouldn't be a bad spot for Nvidia to kind of chill at, maybe 120, 122 before earnings. I don't want this thing. I wouldn't care that much. I wouldn't mind, but I'd prefer it to stay down here before earnings instead of ripping all the way to 135, 140 all-time highs or anything like that. Because again, if earnings maybe aren't that great, but I think they will be good, but let's say they're not, to play devil's advocate, that could be setting us up for a big dump off, right? So maybe healthier price action would mean, okay, Nvidia chills at about 125, at about 130, 128, right? And we'll see where it goes from there. But there's no doubt we're seeing some selling now, and we're heading towards these moving averages, like I said, on the 4-hour chart. And we're also seeing a golden cross start to play out here, which I think it's the first day we've seen that here on the chart, at least in recent time, ever since the sell-off. So we actually had a death cross here back in the end of July, which, if you guys didn't know, that's pretty much when a smaller moving average goes under a larger moving average. So in this case, the 50 crossed under the 180. That signals sometimes, not always, but sometimes more downside could come when you get that death cross, right? And when we did get it, Nvidia did go down to from 125, down to about $90 per share, and a golden cross. The difference there is that's when a smaller time frame moving average crosses above, not under, but above the larger time frame moving average, which leads to more upside. Not always, but sometimes, right? That's what that could signal. And again, we're getting that right now, at least on the moving averages that I'm looking at, that I have set up here on the 4-hour time frame. So that's a good sign. That could signal that this dip here could get bought up. It's only, a blip in time, right? This dip. And it could start roaring right back up from this point, potentially, right? And if I draw this out, you'll notice, okay, Nvidia is also still above the highs from, it looks like here, early August, right? 122 and late July. We hit about 120, 122 bucks per share. So as long as we're above the moving averages and the highs from mid-late July to early August, we're going to be looking pretty good on this stock. And like I said earlier in the video, I wouldn't mind if it kind of just chilled out here where it's at before earnings, have that RSI come down a little bit, then hopefully earnings are a grand slam and this thing goes ballistic after the bell. We've seen it happen time and time again, guys. Let's see if it could happen again. It's not guaranteed. Of course, do your own research, yada, 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 the whole 9 yards. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So there we go. Nvidia down now almost 4%, so it's actually slipping even more as this video progresses. But hey, it's not the end of the world, man. It's not the end of the world. And I'm not personally buying this dip here. I mean, I might nibble a little bit if it somehow gets back into the 1-teens. If it does, I might consider that. But for now, I'm just holding on to what I have, and I'd love to know what you guys are doing. Of course, as always, let me know down below in the comments. But yeah, we're looking decent. I'm not complaining about this. We've had many green days in a row. We're going to get a red day. It's normal price action. It happens. And here we go. We're getting that red day. And literally, I can't even remember the last time we've had a red day of this magnitude. And it's not even that big. 4% is not a big deal, but I think the last time might have been on this day, the 7th of August, potentially. Definitely on the 1st of August, we tanked. And on the 5th of August, you guys know that. But yeah, it's been up and away since then, up until now when we're getting this little sell-off. So let's see what we do here in the low 120s. Very critical spot for Nvidia, and earnings, like I said, are on Wednesday the 28th after the bell, and we're going to cover them here on the channel. So what do you guys think? I think ultimately this dip, like all the other dips, will get bought up. It's only a matter of time, in my opinion. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. And make sure to sign up to my mailing list. I send you my top 3 stocks for free every single Monday. That's linked down below. And your free stocks are also linked down below for Moomoo, up to 20 stocks with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo, and your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1%. APY, which the clock's ticking, guys. That's going to run out pretty soon. So again, use that link down below, and I'll catch you guys later.